All you, my man.
Hello, everyone. It's Mike Merker here with people solving impossible puzzles. It's perhaps a podcast. It's episode 73. Andrew Berger, tell us all about yourself and whatnot.
Thanks so much for having me, Mike. Yeah, it's a privilege to be here. I work in the podcasting space, so we got connected just to talk shop about what podcasting is, how it can change lives, and what is this weird world of talking into a computer screen?
What is this weird world of talking into a computer screen? In fact, in real time, I am actually making sure my sound and lighting is correct. Oh, we're like behind the scenes here in the engine room, and I
Love
got
it.
the what is podcasting all about?
Sure. Podcasting is honestly, I call it modern networking because we're in a global market today and people want to have access to other people. And sending cold direct messages doesn't really get you so far. And yes, you need a network to get you into specific rooms, but having a podcast gets you into these rooms honestly faster to build relationships. And then on top of that, the content could be cut up to be shared across any social media platform. So people who you think would never be interested in talking to you, as we spoke earlier, turns out they are interested.
And we cheated. We had a pre-podcast cheat. Are we even allowed to mention our cheating?
It's I think it's allowed because it makes people just want more.
What? Explain the wanting more and the cheating of pre. But we're staging. It becomes staged.
It does and it doesn't. I think what I find with the podcasts I watch, let's say for example, the Diary of a CEO podcast, this big cinematic podcast. Um, Everyone gets to know who Stephen Bartlett is and his guests, and he interviews them well. But Stephen Bartlett still has a whole separate YouTube page called Behind the Diary. So you get to know him on a more intimate level where he's talking directly to you.
Yes. Talking
And
directly to you. Oh,
oh yeah.
interesting. But he's not
And
talking to you. He's talking into some apparatus with
yes.
different fluffinesses and or non-fluffinesses that's plugged into a
The
laptop.
computer, the audio interface, the whole nine.
So he's not really. Yeah, right now, we've
Mhm.
never met before, and I'm literally looking at a MacBook and talking into like a general audio catcher, and I don't feel like this is like real. But it is real to those who are watching it in the future. Everything's happening in the future. If you're
Yeah,
watching this, you're in the future. So we are talking to the and forever.
yeah,
That's kind of
exactly.
scary. I what if I say the wrong thing and then people go, Mike Merker said this on like June 17th at like 3:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like what if isn't that frightening?
It's interesting. I think a couple years ago, it makes you think of cancel culture. I mean, a couple years ago, who was it that got fired from the Oscars? He's a comedian. He just had a roast. Kevin something. Anyways, he's hilarious. We love him. But then he made a post a couple years before that, attacking the LGBTQ community, not intending to. It was just the slang at the time. So I think we think of that and cancel culture, but I feel like there's another aspect of it as well, where it's like not everybody has to like you. Celebrities, maybe that's the narrative. Everyone has to like you to be able to sell movie tickets. But I find in the podcasting space, working with executives and coaches, just certain people just aren't going to like you. And that's okay.
I know that people don't like me because they tell me they don't like me. In fact, they give me I get more attention from the people who hate me than the people who like me. A trade show. I
Exactly.
was saying this. I was talking to someone the other day about this, where it's like a trade show. Okay, you set up your little booth, You stand in your booth.
Yeah.
The people who like hate me are like standing at the kind of a few steps
Yeah.
away from the booth. I'm like, you can come in the booth. It's like, well, I hate you. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, what are you doing here then? He goes, well, I'm like, you can't hate and be
And
nearby, right? Because that's a contradictory and a
yeah,
violation of Jewish law,
right.
perhaps.
I charge extra for that. I charge extra to watch.
I'm like, do you want to come in the booth? I don't feel comfortable.
Right. It's
I
this weird
charge
thing, and
extra.
honestly, if they're watching, it's a crowd. People want to know what's going on.
But I can't control once something goes out to like YouTube, or I only do stuff for YouTube. So people are like, well, it's not a podcast if it's video based. And then I didn't even think about this, man. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not deleting anything. And
Right.
how many podcasts have you done? You're a podcaster, a real
Yeah.
podcaster.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. I mean, I've honestly produced hun maybe probably thousands of episodes. I think.
Mazel
Honestly,
tov.
thank you.
Thousands.
It's been from radio shows that are podcasts to, you know, higher end podcasts because I come from the entertainment industry. So I come from living in recording studios, either as a music producer or sound for film. I worked on this great film called Bad Shabbos a couple years ago. It won the Audience Award at Tribeca Film Festival. So very much in the community, in the tribe. It's so from there, just been able to work on other movies and like more like I would call it cultural podcasts, but now I'm really down and diving into like business and intention focused podcasts.
Oh, so could we say, what's the term? The pivoting. You have been pivoting a bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Just I'm really trying to work. I mean, I love working in audio and my audio skills. And after working in the movies, I still do movies. But I wanted to really have a bigger impact on the individual who's creating either a business or a product. Because I find, you know, in the film industry, the director knows there's 10,000 audio editors that want the job. Whereas in the
Okay.
business world, everyone knows they either need a podcast or need content. And they are just so lost and don't know, you know, they're scared of the microphones, the equipment, and they don't know who to call, like what podcast producer to call, because again, also there's a million podcast producers that are just trying to sell you episodes and not sell you like a package of this is how we can create content that will elevate you.
You have found a unique niche whereby you are not a recreational podcaster. You are providing podcasting as a service, as a
Yeah.
package, and
Hmm.
you are you shouldn't be. Are you revealing right now what your secrets is alone? It should be charging 1,000,000 shekels. What's going on?
You know, with content, I find you have to give away, I call it, you know, give away the sauce. You have to tell people how to do it and what to do. And let's say if 100 people watch it, maybe one person will actually connect the dots and do it, and the rest will call me or, you know, say, I'll put it on the back burner for next year. And it's the cycle.
Oh, so you're talking here not just about like right now we're podcasting, but we
Hmm.
of course you're coming from your way around audio video, audio
Yeah.
engineering, video this, media this. You know the
Right.
modernistic media at such a
Hmm.
level and you like what you do or you want to throw yourself out the window.
It honestly depends on the day, depends on the project, and depends on the client. But honestly, I find what I really love to do is I love to talk to my clients and have really like more of like a friendship with them. I mean, still, it's obviously a professional relationship, but it's like I've had clients
Friend?
call me from the hairdresser to discuss podcast clips because they felt comfortable enough to call me in that setting and not, you know, in a suit and tie out of the boardroom.
Wait a second. So kind of like there's like ghost writing where like someone writes something and then it's for they never appear. Their name doesn't appear. Not they are a ghost. They don't exist yet they existed. You are a ghost podcaster, a podcast whisperer.
Yes, yeah, you're right, exactly. I mean, with my podcasting is I help people look professional and clean and good. I mean, I have people who, I'm not sure how familiar you are with like the life coaching world.
Not at all. Not at all.
It's a really interesting world, and I kind of fell into it because an uncle of mine through marriage, I met him at my brother-in-law's wedding, is a coach, and things he said just kind of, changed my perspective on life a little bit. So, and he needed a podcast, so we just kind of dug in. And but the funny thing is, he has yet to start the podcast, and it's been 2 years. So we've been coming up with all of these ideas, and he's such a creative. He's so driven to help people that he wants to work with to live better lives. And I finally nailed him down because I saw him a couple weeks ago. I said, this is the microphone you need to buy. I've been telling you for months. This is the camera. This is the microphone arm stand. And since we just finished this retreat, you have 12 people that you can now interview about their transformation on this weekend. And then we're going to cut that into clips. And then we can go save the rest of the world.
You just say you're like a mercenary salesman of plus you're coming with media, audio engineering. You're self-taught a certain extent, or are you professionally trained?
Both. So I started.
Both? Wait, you can't answer. That's a trick. Continue. Sorry, you can't.
No, of course. What? No, so it's I started just making music with my friends in college, just downloading recording software, figuring out how microphones works, and experimenting. Because a lot of creatives, they love experimenting, seeing what works, what doesn't. I mean, I even find that when I'm cooking in the kitchen, throw some sauce here. If it sucks, it sucks.
You're creating content. Yeah. Creating is different though, because it has to be. It's not just you who eats; it's whoever is serving it to themselves. It's scary.
Yes. So no, that's the thing. So when I work with clients, like I would call them like intimate interviews. So it's not like it depends on what they want, obviously. It's dealer's choice. But I would tell them if they want to really like strike some nerves with people, I'll have a meeting with them before the recording to get to know them better, and they'll get comfortable with me. And then the day of the recording, I'll have like 20 questions written out to ask them. And I probably won't even get to question 7 because our hour-long conversation will just weave and dip and dive and we'll just get more content than we even expected. And then I'll cut it into clips for them. And, I'll do some audio magic so that, because sometimes these people don't have microphones, so it sounds like they're recording into a box. And I'll clean that for them. And then,
wait a second. Your services, your wisdom, Andrew, is you're even like, wait a second, you're lowering yourself to meet the client, to meet the prospective client at their level, even if they are a 0 in the space. Wow, less than zero. Yeah. Like they're coming in with negative, you don't be like, okay, you have to be a bump at this level of media training to even talk to me. That's a nightmare. Editing takes forever. Oh.
Yes, it does. So I edit, and then I have a small team that works with me for certain kind of edits I need. Because I'm very much audio first. I'll do some video editing, but for me, it's like if the audio is clear and what they're saying has depth, then the visual is important, but it's a little more understandable if the audio is clean and they're like sitting in their like kitchen. But also what I would say is sitting in the kitchen is like it invites the viewer in. So, you know,
Wait,
like
are you doing in person on? Oh, it's audio. Oh, it's audio. So you don't
no,
need you
it's
you.
both.
It's both. You're doing audio and video. Are you
Hmm.
doing remote or are you doing in person?
So mostly remote. So I use a platform. I think it's Riverside. So that's a great platform for podcast production. Um,
You're giving away
and
your
it's
secrets again. No,
yeah. I'm
Nished. No, this is confidential. Anyone who watches this, $200 fee. You can't give away all your tricks in the first date. Oh my God, my wife is gonna start a podcast at this rate. Don't you?
Oh, I mean, I hope she does, because the thing is, like, you'll get into it and you'll start the podcast, and then yeah, there are AI features that help you edit and trim some fat of the podcast, but by episode, by a certain number of episodes, it's like, do I want to waste an hour of my time doing this, or can I just spin it off to someone like me, who can not only edit and clean up the podcast, but maybe help me grow as a podcaster or a content creator? Because, you know, like
So,
it's all about like,
oh, you're. It's all about. What were you gonna say? Yeah, I'm
oh
taking
yeah,
this in. It's all
no,
about.
it's all about who the content is for. And I find many of these people, they want to tell me that it's for everybody. And if it's for
Yes.
everybody, it's for nobody.
If it's for everybody, it's for the target audio audience. Oh, you've done okay. So okay, I've confessed. Like when I said episode 73, like that was not episode 73. There were episodes where a person like I didn't know what I was getting myself into, nished, or I lost the video, or and
Oh
then
yeah.
they're like, you lost the video. I can
Oh
get you
yeah.
audio, and I'm like, well, I'm not a,
Right.
I'm like a 6 out of 10 in this space. They're like 6 out of 10, and I'm like, well, you get what you pay for. It's, you're telling, and I've had experience where someone wanted to go on and on and on, and I'm like, we can, but then this will have to be 2 episodes. But we'll film it now.
Right.
I'll change my
Sure.
shirt. Let me, you piss, I'll piss. We'll come back. He's like,
Exactly.
and then I'll trim it so they don't hear the word piss. And then and then I've had people, they're like, you can't do a podcast. And then there's people like, why didn't you tell me you have a podcast? And then there are people who are like, they switched. It's so
Yeah.
confusing. There's so many people that don't even know what a podcast is, and they think it's a show. And I'm like, well, it's a podcast. They're like, well, then why? Where's the Spotify? And I'm like, what? They're like, I'm like, well, where's the
Right.
RSS feed? And I'm like, RSS feed? Oh no, it's on YouTube. They're like, oh, you have a YouTube video cast? And I'm like, oh, is that what it's called? The names itself is a conundrum and a paradox, and you're laughing and smiling because and how long have you've been doing like what 10 years audio engineering?
Just a Yeah, honestly, pretty close to it. Yeah, because I started really just making records in 2017, so almost 10 years. It just, I call it playing with audio, but working on music. And then back once 2020 hit, or 2019, I went to get professionally trained, and then started working professionally in about 2021, really, because 2020 was a bit of a wash, obviously.
Yes.
um and then it was just a lot of remote, like, so audiobooks, helping people record audiobooks, edit audiobooks, and then came like cartoon series, and then the movies started coming, and I just kept with the movies until I decided I wanted to be in podcasting.
What does your mother say? I have a Jewish mother. She came over 2 weeks ago. Your basement's a mess and you're full of shit. And I'm like, you can't swear at me. I'm 42 years old. Uh, you have a Jewish mother who's also like, oh, you should have been a real engineer and not an audio engineer. Yes, we all have.
To a degree, yeah. She's still in the midst of trying to convince my brother to go to law school. He's a cinematographer. We'll see where that goes.
um, Once one dabbles in the arts of different formats, it's very hard to go to law school, or as I would say 20 years ago, switch out of chemical engineering. How old are you? You're a younger man.
I'm 32.
So I'm 10 years older than you. You're like a different generation.
Yeah,
Facebook,
I'm millennial.
you're a
Yeah.
millennial, and I'm the previous. I'm a
So
Gen.
Gen X.
Yeah, I have to look at those names. Also, you can't rely on. Your background is a
Right.
mess. You got all sorts of records and guitars and everything, and you're shameless about it. You don't care.
No, because I mean it's me. I mean I have the guitars. I play in a band in New York City. We're playing a music festival next month up in the Borscht Belt. So we're very excited to be doing that.
The Borscht Belt. I haven't heard that for a while. To those who don't know, can you tell about the Borscht Belt?
Yeah, it's like upstate New York, the Catskills, where historically a lot of Jewish families would go and vacation. There's summer camps there.
I've been there.
Just the it's beautiful. It's honestly it's a shame it's like slowly forgotten, but I think it's being rediscovered by the next generation.
Your background. You have
Mhm.
relatives who are rabbis. Everyone's like ultra orthodox.
Uh, it's interesting. So more like modern Orthodox to conservative, I would say. So my who do I have in my wife's family is more observant, more Orthodox. She grew up Orthodox. I grew up more conservative. But I went every year for the high holidays. My parents or my mom's from Westchester, so I'd go to Young Israel of Scarsdale for Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah.
Interesting, interesting. No one in your life is like anti podcasting because of religious reasons.
No, I actually work on my rabbi's podcast at Adith Israel in Philadelphia.
There's a
Um,
rabbinical podcast. What? Please tell. Out of
yeah,
Israel.
Adith Israel. Look up Rabbi Yanoff. There's only a few episodes in. I kind of haven't heard. I think they slowed down a bit, but regardless, I think podcasting is just an interesting way of like telecommunications. I think it's a great way to, not process. I mean, it's specifically a rabbinical podcast. I think Rabbi Yanoff's intention is to bring a community closer, not to alienate or proselytize people into coming into daven more. I think it's more of, you know, appreciate how you view Judaism and embrace it, and come to synagogue or come to shul to celebrate that.
Adith Israel of the Main Line. YouTube.
Yeah, there you go.
128 videos. Center of
Yeah.
gravity. This is you.
hmm
You are the ghost behind the podcast.
I'm one of the ghosts. There's a
One of the
few
ghosts.
a few congregants that have joined together for the cause.
You are doing both professional services and are you volunteering services to synagogues?
For this, yes. It's
Is
just it
that
felt like the right
allowed?
thing
A
to do.
charitable? You donate services as a charitable act.
Yes. Yeah, it's the right thing to do. It's
It's
what
the
we're
right
taught.
thing to do. We should be donating our service. So why is that? We need the karma. What's going on?
Um, I really Rabbi Yanov, he married my wife and I just really I love his presence. I love what he does for the shul and for Judaism in the main line. So I thought it just made sense to help him in this area.
What is this main line of Judaism? What does that mean? Main line?
It's a suburb outside of Philadelphia. It's just like a Jewish suburb, I would say. One of the many.
With a podcast, with a YouTube channel, you're no
Yes.
longer confined to your regional anything synagogue. He's competing with all other Jews on the
around the
planet
world.
to spread
Yeah.
righteousness. Yeah, but this is competing for righteousness. Isn't that taking someone else's righteousness?
You know, that's really interesting because I feel like you could look at it that way, but the way at least I would look at it is like, like you were telling me earlier, people love guesting on podcasts. So why can another rabbi, I don't know, from like Cincinnati or Toronto come on to Rabbi Yanoff's podcast, and then he'll do the same, come on to their podcast. And rabbis in some ways,
Yes.
or at least some rabbis, they're public speakers. That's like a big part of their job. So
The job of Rabbi Yanoff is to share and
mhm.
spread good wishes. It's not confined geographically. It is not his love of Judaism is not limited to the people he gets to see in Philadelphia region.
Right,
And
exactly.
you're not in Phil. You haven't always been in Philadelphia, and if you're not in Philadelphia, you can still. It's a podcast. It's a YouTube. But YouTube was not invented for rabbis to do rabbiing. That's the op. It was invented for cats to flush toilets and for girls to
Yep.
shake their butts in the most non-kosher ways. You're telling me there's a
Yes.
kosher and righteous layers upon YouTube?
Yes, I think so. I mean, it's funny, because you could talk the algorithm on YouTube, because my YouTube algorithm is edutainment. So, historically, it's either learning about cars or learning music production tips or business tips.
What's
But
your
my
channel?
cousin,
What's your channel? What's your channel? Sorry.
my YouTube channel,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
I
yeah.
have nothing on it. I think it's just Andrew Berger. I have maybe one clip on it. So
You're
I need
not
to
an
be
active
posting more.
YouTuber. Sorry, your brother. What were you saying? Your brother's a cinematographer. Cinematographer.
Yes. So he's a cinematographer. So I'm going to be more active on YouTube. I have clips to post. But his YouTube is focused on, cinematography, camera equipment breakdowns, comedy reels, and just sketch comedy troops that live on YouTube, and
What's his
racing.
channel? What's his channel? I'm so curious. I want to look it up right now. Do you know?
Uh, well, I don't know if he posts actually. Hold on. He doesn't post, so he's not a good person to recommend.
He's not a media personality. He's not a
No.
YouTuber. He's a cinematographer. What's the difference between a YouTuber and a cinematographer?
So, I mean, I feel like YouTuber is just a heavy word. It's like a YouTuber in the traditional sense is like a personality, a character that you post yourself or videos on. And, we can get into this because two YouTubers now have the highest grossing horror films of all time out in the theaters today. I can't remember the name of those movies, but if you look them up, and a cinematographer is
Yeah.
really someone who just plans the camera shots for films or even YouTube videos. He's shot music videos for me as well, for music that I've created and produced years ago. So it all like
So much
overlaps,
to
and
take
YouTube
in.
seems to be that melting pot.
Is okay. My brain is exploding at the moment.
Don't worry.
I. Is that a good thing?
I think it's telling you, you're learning things that it's not like a confined bubble of YouTube or content. Content is everywhere, and you can be whoever you want online, and that is, to some people's growth and some people's detriment.
If I love podcasting as a
Hmm.
host,
Yeah,
is that kosher?
I think so. Yeah.
And if anyone says I shouldn't do it, that might be their way of saying, "Can I be a guest?"
Either that, or I wish I got my stuff together enough to do a podcast on my own.
So in your eyes, the more podcasts on the earth being
Hmm.
done, the better.
I think, yes, the more podcasts that exist, with intention. So like with people that are trying to say something, I mean, there's always going to be podcasters that I disagree with on, so many
Political or
stances.
social or world elements. But
Yeah,
assuming, wait a second. So if everyone had a podcast,
and no one would have a guest.
then
So,
no one would have a guest. To do a good podcast is
mhm,
actually really hard because you have to
yes.
know so much about video and audio and which microphone to get, and you got to invest in the microphone, and you have to take time, and you
Yeah.
can't say I've done one episode. No, you have to have, what are your thoughts? You have to have like 100 episodes to be a podcaster of podcasters.
Podcastress, I like that. I think, I would say maybe 20 episodes because it's historically that like after episode between 4 and 10, people expect to be viral or, be like Joe Rogan or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've spoken to so many people. I spoke to someone yesterday who's sharing about his business with me and, about the marketing techniques he's tried and, podcasting is interesting, but a lot of things I caught on to was marketing and podcasting, just anything in general. I mean, even to get your degree, you have to sit in school for 4 years and get your degree. I mean, it's
Or
not like you show
longer.
up for two
Yeah.
weeks of class and then you're in. So it's, I mean,
You have to
even to,
commit. You have to
hmm?
commit. I'm just echoing the you have to commit, and
Yeah.
but what if someone's older than
Mhm.
50? It's going to be hard for them to start a podcast.
I don't
They
think
call you.
so.
They call you right away. What's your
They,
website?
oh, it's podclimb.com.
Podclimb. I forgot about that.
Don't worry.
Podclimb. And oh, you got like the most curliest of hairs, and this is the most Jewishy.
I refuse to get a haircut, and so I guess it reflects that.
Podcasting with a purpose. You have the power to influence others. We help you get in front of those people who we've worked with. Netflix,
Yeah, I mean,
Tribeca Film
Netflix.
Festival, Google. You did the Netflix and Google and Amazon Prime and South by Southwest. Nickelodeon. You've done podcasts for Nickelodeon.
I've done, well, maybe not specifically podcasts. It's a little misleading, but I'll be honest because the audiobooks I've done was Nickelodeon. I've had, of like the 20 film projects I've worked on over the years, they're on, I've been on airplanes, and like the most random project I've worked on is on this airplane, and it's like a shark documentary. And I'm like, who would want to watch a shark documentary 30,000 feet up in the air? Unless you're terrified of sharks, and that's the safest place to watch a shark documentary.
That is. Oh my god. Okay, I did not, to be honest, I did not schedule enough time knowing how interesting this is, and I only glanced upon, to confess, I only glanced a bit
Don't
upon
worry.
LinkedIn, and I was so curious. And could we have another episode in the future?
Yeah, let's do it
Okay.
because I do have to jump as well.
No, no, I got to pick up 3 kids from school. I have 5 kids, and we will pause
Beautiful.
here. The truth is coming out, and we'll have Andrew Berger, the correct Andrew Berger. There's 100 Andrew Bergers and 20 Mike Merkers and Mercers and whatever. We will pause here, everyone. The show must go on of real life, which forces us to stop our audio video engagement. And my wife is yelling, which is a good sign of the show is over. We will pause here to be continued.
Sounds great.